This is Workshop 4 for APS 145. This is Rock, Paper, Scissors, the classic, and probably the most famous game when it comes to settling on who gets the last slice of pizza. The requirements for this game: you will need 2 players, that's all. The objective is to make a rock, paper, or scissors with your hand in the attempt to beat the rock, paper, or scissors that the other player has made. Rules. For this game, rock beats scissors, paper beats rock, and scissors beats paper. If both players play the same thing, it is considered a tie, and the game starts again. To start, we will need a small countdown to get both players synchronized. This way, both players will show their hand at the same time, making the game fair. To start the game, both players will count down from 3, and on 1, both players will form one out of the 3 options, that being rock, paper, or scissors. The winner is decided by what form both players chose. This is the procedure code for Logic 1. This procedure code goes through the choices of player 1, and it has if statements. Depending on what player 2 chooses, will declare the winner. The last if statement takes into account if there is a tie. The game will repeat again. This is flowchart for Logic 1. At the start, players start counting down, and then the 3 different outcomes are listed, and the game ends. On the left side, you can see that the flowchart accounts for if both players throw the same thing, which in that case will make the game repeat and start from the beginning. Procedure code 2. This determines what each player will throw, and if not, to repeat the steps from step 4, which is to repeat the game again. This is flowchart for Logic 2. At the start, we create a random generator for each player. Each random generator will generate a number from 1 to 3, 1 being rock, 2 being paper, and 3 being scissors. And here we have procedure code for Logic 3. If player 1 chooses rock, it determines what player 2 has chosen, and then determines whether player 1 has won, or player 2 has won, or it is a tie. This is flowchart for Logic 3. At the start, we determine if player 1 is equal to player 2. In that case, it is considered a tie. If not, we consider what player 1 has chosen. Then we go to determine whether player 1 has won or player 2 has won. That's the end of the presentation for Workshop 4.